I clicked it. I clicked it early. I
What
clicked it
about
early because I was excited, you know?
it's been a minute. It's been a long minute.
It has been. It's been a long time since we've done a live thing. So this is rad. It's good to be
It
back.
is. Got all these lights behind me, but can't really see them all lit up.
Oh, I see. I have all this art behind me, but you can't really see it because I'm ginormous and I hide all
Oh, I
it. Yeah,
also see.
yeah. It's been my
It's like,
kick lately. I set up this second desk behind me, this little fold-up table, call it my art desk, and one of the best ideas I've had in a long time. I've just been cranking stuff out. Just it's helping just kind of get the creativity flowing. You know,
feel that.
it's been
I
nice.
feel that. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I've been pressing up my own CDs lately. I have physical copies of my own CDs, so that's been my kicker.
It's been fun. We got to do something. You know, got to do something. You don't make it 5 years. You know,
Doing
without
nothing.
doing something. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we've done a
no,
whole lot of something. You know,
that's a big fact. That's a big fact. 5 years is crazy. That's
it
I
is.
mean,
Happy anniversary, bud.
yeah. Hey,
It's
happy anniversary! Five
hey,
whole years.
five
Yeah.
whole years. Could you imagine back when we were kicking it in the deli at Schnucks, just
No,
bullshitting? That you know, we'd be going 5 years deep on this little endeavor. When you're just
no.
like, hey man, let's talk Christmas
Christmas
horror
horror
movies
movies.
for like a
Yeah, yeah,
month.
yeah. I actually just sent Tree Venge to somebody the other day. I'm like, here, bud, just watch this. This is how
Yeah.
we do it. It's how we roll around here.
Revenge has been on my mind since Thanksgiving, and I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but it's
Got
going
to,
to happen
bro.
soon.
I've already
Yeah,
pulled the trigger. I'll pull the trigger again on it. It's such
yeah,
a quick watch. It's such a great watch.
yeah. Such a classic, you know. So one of the things over the course of 5 years is at the beginning of those 5 years, we discovered Tree Venge, and it's been you know part of our lives every Christmas since. And I
A
just
lot
feel
of
like,
those, I feel like a lot of those first 25 movies are still like heavy rotation every year for me.
yeah, yeah,
Santa Jaws is another must every Christmas.
yeah. And even the ones we didn't like, I still bring up a lot. You know, like when people want to talk Christmas horror, I really have a conversation. You know, like
Or when I see it, actually, the funny thing is like when I see people sharing like articles nowadays with some of those movies on it,
yeah,
and it's like, oh, here we've reviewed that like about 5 years ago.
right, right, right.
Good movie or
Yeah, yeah. Or a
shit
bad
movie.
movie.
I mean,
Yeah, or a
yeah,
bad
shit
movie.
movie.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah. To think that we would do all this other shit just off of that, you know,
And
it's
it's
crazy.
brought in some rad stuff, man. I think this
Yeah,
past year we came out with some hitters.
yeah, yeah. We took like a year off, I think. Uh, didn't really put anything out because we went off. Like we were still making stuff, but I don't think we really put out any Chase and Shep stuff in
I don't
20,
remember,
in
bro. I'll be
24.
honest with you. I don't
Because in
remember.
2023, our big one was Exorcism of Chase and Shep, which that was the
That
first
is
time
true.
we hit up a film festival. That was
Yeah,
all
yeah,
shit
yeah.
on the big screen with a
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. And I think that's kind of why we
what
had
we
that
did.
whole year we was not really doing much because we was going and hitting up those festivals. That was
Yeah,
pretty fun.
it was, man. It was a good time. And the thing, you know, like when we were making Exorcism, we weren't thinking like, oh, we're gonna send
No,
this to film festivals and all this
no,
shit. And so, yeah,
not at
man,
all.
that was a beautiful moment to sit in
No,
that theater with
yeah,
my
that's what I was
two
gonna say.
best friends, like a packed house. They were dying laughing. Like,
Yeah,
man, it made it all feel
it was a
worth
trip.
it.
It really was a trip,
Yeah,
bro, to see that in a theater like that, like for real. It was like, oh wow, yeah, no, never once even thought about that in filming that we was gonna take it to that level, but we
yeah.
chose to.
Yeah,
But
because
we
we went to the
chose to.
festival in 24, but we didn't have. I don't think any Chase and Shep stuff came out in 2024 um, because we
Kept
were
it real,
busy
bro.
working on new Earth 217 stuff, which
It's real.
I don't think I've made a formal announcement yet. Maybe I did, maybe I haven't. Uh, but An Affair at the End of Time and Flip and Susie were the two movies we made in 2024. We're shooting during that time, and they're both coming out for
Oh,
the public to view on February 13th,
Oh
Friday,
shit.
February 13th. Yes,
Friday,
to get
February
you,
13th.
to maybe not get you in the Valentine's mood. Totally different vibe from the Chase and Shep stuff. We went off, but that's like again one of the cool things about Chase and Shep and what it's become. Like
Sure.
in that way that like the original stuff was always like in my mind, even when I was doing like the podcast with Phil, it's like we just need like a springboard project, to get going, to get out there, and with
That's
us,
true.
ambition is our middle name, so we're always just like, and I don't know, we don't do it to be ambitious. We're just, we just like what we like. We're like, yeah, let's go do this crazy shit real quick. That sounds like fun.
True. Sure. We
And we
made a bold choice. We made a bold choice to circle back around to an already Chase and Shep classic this year and hit up the Easter 420.
yeah,
And that was, yeah, they just kind of hit us when they do. That was one of those that when we decided, like, yeah, we got it. We pretty much got to do it. What's up, Russ? What up, bro?
what up?
Um, we got to do it because the next 420 Easter ain't for fucking 70
Right.
years. So this
Yeah,
is the last chance. So that one was good, man. I think that one turned out really fun, really
yeah,
excellent,
that was
really
like
great.
our, yeah, because we took that time off and we came back hard. It was what 45 minutes, I think, is what it was. So our
It
biggest
was.
special to date. That was so much fun to come up with. Like, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
a lot of new faces, a lot of new
Yeah,
faces in it, a lot of just like a different vibe, bro. Like to me, it's like it was us kind of showing like, look, dude, there's plenty of Earths out here that we can pick and choose from, and some of the
right.
events kind of happen kind of similar, but they're a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah. It was fun. It was fun with the new faces, like you said. Like, just it's always fun to have new people come and play in the sandbox. I'm excited. Another thing that we haven't announced yet, but we're deep into working on now is our next Chase and Shep project,
Sure.
and that's going to have a whole slew of new faces in it. And honestly, that's becoming like as I've been writing it, it's becoming kind of like my favorite part is like all these new faces and like what they're bringing to it. And I'm excited to work with all these new people and be like, yo, let's have fun. Because for me, it reminds me of when we made summer camp and
Yeah.
doing something so big and involved. But this time, we're going to do it with all of our homies that are there in every single one of these things. You know what I mean? Like they've been,
Yeah.
that have kind of collected around us for the last 5 years. Because as the Redditors at Camp Nostalgic also like to refer, it's our video family, and it's
Yep.
just grown over these last 5 years. And meeting Dave and Gella, we met them when we were doing summer camp, and like
True.
I said, we binge watching their Saturday morning show yesterday, and to watch it from the beginning, it's like, damn, we were there from day one, Saturday morning. That's so crazy,
That
and
is something that's cool to watch from the beginning because they've grown a lot, man, over
it,
their 4 seasons.
it's one of the things I love the most about this little video family. How we are now and whoever is to come is the fact that like it just happens so like naturally and cosmically. You know what I mean? Like all these little pieces just kind of floating around, and then we crash into each other, and it's like, wow, this couldn't have been more
I mean,
perfect.
it's kind of how shit happened with me and you in the first place, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
We were just reviewing cheesy horror movies on holidays, and then decided, why don't
To
we
take
make one
matters
ourselves?
into our own hands. Yeah,
Yeah, why don't we do this ourselves? And then there's been a lot of people along the way that's done that too, and a lot of
yeah,
homies that probably never even thought about acting a day in their life, and they're like, fuck it, sure, all right, I'll do it,
yeah.
and it's
It's
dope.
been fun, man. It's been fun. And I go back and I watch our stuff, and like I genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of joy there. Like I know it's flawed. Like we're not out here trying to make Academy Award winning cinema. We just want to
nah,
entertain. And if anybody's entertained, at least the two of us. Like we're trying stuff at least that we think would be neat. And obviously,
okay,
summer camp is a testament to like we're gonna swing for the fences, like whether we can do it or not. We'll at least try, and whatever we can, we'll just kind of make it up as we go along. So,
it's true, that's
like our
true.
friends who just come along and find a love for it too. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Because like you just said, sometimes you get homies that like they don't even think about it. They've never even thought about acting or getting into this kind of stuff, and we drag them along for the ride. I'm like, have you ever thought about doing this, that, the other? And they're like, nah. Then they come and do it and they love it, you know?
It's
And
true. I mean, it's fun. It's fun just to fuck around, pretend for a while. It makes, it's like being a kid again.
it
And then
is.
you see the finished product and what you made pretend looks real, and you're like, hey, yo, that's fun. That's great.
Yeah.
I like it. Like, I think we didn't touch on the second thing we did this past year, the Kevin Smiths, you should throw up
Right.
the
Yes.
soon Kevin Smith. I think that was a total random idea. Came out of just like an offhand comment, and what came about from that was really pretty dope, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Kyla for she was in Flippin' Susie. She was the MVP of that film.
MVPs.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
what's up. But yeah, no, like I said, man, like the Kevin Smith one. It
yes.
was
Yeah.
random. Never would have
Yeah.
thought
It was a
ever.
joke. It started as a joke, which in
Yeah,
and of itself is you know funny because of Kevin Smith fucking like making Tusk because it was a joke on their podcast or whatever. Like,
it's true.
it's it was just too perfect not to do because somebody just brought it up as a joke and like I could not stop fucking thinking about it, dude. I was just like, it's just too perfect. It writes itself, and so we had to do it, and it's one of my favorites we've done so far.
Oh yeah,
I think it's probably the best thing we've done so far.
yeah.
Um,
Funny
maybe a
wise, I
little,
think for sure.
but fuck it. For those for the people I watch it with and like know Kevin Smith stuff, they really
Yeah.
seem to get a kick out of a lot of stuff. And again, new faces, Cam Touche, he was excellent in that. And of course,
Hey,
you want to talk about MVPs.
talk about cameo appearances here.
You want to talk about MVPs.
My favorite one,
Tyler Elbs, not just cameos. We're talking about going to festivals. The
Exorcism.
that was probably only because Tyler was the star of that film. He was the
That,
lead
that
of
that
Exorcism.
is true, man. He took on a lot for Exorcism. He
Yeah,
was front and center and killed it.
yeah. He hasn't read
Killed
the
it.
the scripts for this new show yet, but I'm curious to see how he feels about what we got for him next. So
It'll be a fun one. It'll be an
yeah,
interesting one for sure. I think
for sure.
everybody's gonna fuck with that one pretty hard.
Yeah. Maybe if people stick around to the end, we'll reveal the title. We'll tell
Yeah.
people. Maybe we'll tell people a little something.
Tell people a little something, something of what's going on. I mean, yeah, why not?
A little anniversary present from us to you.
Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, because we still be working on stuff in the background all the time. Still got
Yeah,
ideas flowing and going. I mean, hell, I think I pitched an idea for you for 2030. You know what I'm
you
saying?
did.
That's
Yes, yeah.
five more years from now. So it's
What I
like,
believe we've talked about possibly doing another Easter Sunday for what 2087. So we're really thinking ahead. You
for
know,
2087, yeah, we all won't be able to see it.
happy
If
5 years, fellas. There's many
hey,
more
thanks,
Chase Shep.
fella.
Hey, hey, hey! You want to talk about an MVP? You want to talk about an MVP? Yellow Rediger.
I wish
Think.
I
I
had like,
mean, let me. Oh, it won't. My computer won't go all the way. But that cartoon she did of us and the summer camp thing. She's done all of our artwork and animation. I wish I had the clip to bring up from the Valentine's Day, the Shacking Up with Shep
yeah,
segment. I forgot about that. I came across that the other day on my computer. I was like, "Fuck, I forgot all about that, man."
yeah. We got some stuff that's there that
Oh, soon, buddy, real soon.
yeah, you'll be in the loop, buddy. I keep you in the loop. You know
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know this.
We got to get the approval first.
That's true. That's true. We're always cooking, like he said. We're always writing something new up. So we'll be hollering. A lot of
Even
people soon.
even long after we're dead, there should
Even
be.
like, yeah, that's what we was talking about beforehand. Easter Sunday, 2087.
Yes.
That'd be pretty fun. I'd love that. Like honestly, I think that would be
Yeah.
really fun to make in the with the mindset of nobody that we know is ever gonna watch this because we will be gone by the time it drops. And if you're still around, hell yeah. Like
Yeah.
maybe get
Fantastic.
somebody a reason to keep kicking.
Right. Maybe when we're all like real, like elderly, we'll hold a screening for like all of us right before we die. You know.
Sounds sketchy. I love it. It would be fun.
Yeah.
We record it now though, so we're nice and young in
Right.
2087.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Young, I mean, as young as we can be. Oh,
Pun intended.
got some dogs going crazy in the background here.
Can't have that. Shut
They
them
like
damn
to
dogs out. No,
they
just
like to wolf, man. That's their thing. They woof 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 all the time, bro. All the time.
but yeah, man, we've all collectively leveled up over the years, and you know that's the thing now too. We're all out kind of doing our own shit too. We are working in the background. You know, I do a lot of stuff with Camp Nostalgic. Uh,
Sure.
we're all cooking stuff up over there too. Dave's been cooking. You know, I've always been a big fan. You know,
Yeah.
separate from me being involved, I am a big Camp Nostalgic fan. I think Dave and Gella deserve their flowers for their show. Honestly more than us. You know, like sincerely, I really think that the fucking time and work that those two put into that show, and Alex too. You
Yeah.
know, uh, it's amazing. You know, they know their shit. You know, Dave is an amazing editor. The artwork is on point, and it really is a great fucking show. And to watch it, even with all its flaws, like I was thinking about this recently, like newer stuff. Like I would forego the perfect looking stuff that I don't give a fuck about and endear myself to you know imperfection. Like
Yeah.
I just prefer it. You know, it's like man, you guys really went out there and you did this. Whether it's like you know absolutely beat for beat perfect, like it becomes perfect over time. It's just like because you keep going, you don't. And it's so cool because I told you I started from the beginning and just started marathoning through it
Yeah.
after watching their recent season finale. And it's like to watch how they transformed over the years and how some of their transformation has affected us and how some of our transformation has affected them and just like this cycle of creativity and just like how organically that show has grown and how it's continuing to grow. I'm so proud of them is basically what I'm saying. And it's just like everybody should be watching Camp Nostalgic stuff because they're really going hard on all that stuff over there.
Yeah.
But all of
I
those
vibe
guys
with them.
do stuff. Mercedes, who's worked with us on some stuff, is working on Camp Nostalgic and all sorts of other stuff herself. And yeah, everybody's out there doing a little
Doing their
something.
things. Doing their things. Yeah. I've been steady doing music, I
Yeah,
guess, That was pretty fun. I got my
shoot.
you know, Spotify or whatever into the wrap up the other day.
I got
Uh
the whole set over here.
yeah, dude,
Johnny Cash.
I'd be hooking my mans up every time I hit a release there. Uh
Here's the
just
50
keeping
more
me
years.
gears. Oh,
Of
giving us
course.
the Hugh Jackman vibes there. So we're 90,
Absolutely.
eh? We will. But yeah, no, like it's pretty fun, See 73 countries this past year. Huge shout out to America, number one, baby. And Johnny Cash and Brazil was my second largest country. So shout outs
I
Brazil.
love to get down to some
UK,
Johnny.
yeah, the UK coming in hard. Forget what the fourth one was, but I have to look it up now, man. Now it's gonna bother me because I forget what the fourth one is. But and I'm gonna feel like poop, man, because it's like, yo, they was jamming my music pretty hard. Italy, Italy. Shouts out
Italy.
to Italy. Then Romania coming on fifth. Romania, shout out. Just
Beautiful. Now
jamming some,
we're just over here shouting out countries.
just jamming some Johnny Cash. I love to see it. So love to see it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've been
Yeah.
recording some Christmas shit, but I don't know if I'm gonna drop it this year now. But I
Yeah.
find it easier to record Christmas music like during Christmas time than out of Christmas time. Ayo,
Of course.
making some cakes, making
Hey,
some cakes.
hey, to throw it back to our deli days, you know, usually there's a cooler you can go and cry in, uh,
That's true.
appointed
Eh,
at most workspaces. As far as I know, it is a cooler that you is appointed for crying.
that's true. I keep meaning to get my dudes a scream pillow for now so we can scream into the pillow when it gets just
I thought you
once
were going to
though.
say a crying cooler. You get a crying cooler.
We already got one of those, so. But yeah, bro. I mean, it is crazy to think 5 years goes by fast,
Yeah,
and I know one thing that is kind of funny is when we did summer camp, it was dope, it was rad, and watching it now, everything seems fitting to me. It makes sense, but I know we've talked about like we should do like something following up of the summer camp, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
straight up told you, I'm like, bro, I don't look like a camp counselor no more. Like them grays, when you get going on me,
yeah.
they're really starting to come in, getting old.
We're limited in our roles at this point.
We're getting, it is, but I'm trying to expand. Like I told you last time we kicked it, learning the French. So,
Yeah,
uh,
that's right.
shout outs to Steve. I got like a 21-day
Yeah.
streak going with him, Ricky. Uh, so
But
it's
hey,
it's
you
nice.
know, there's a great segue. Shout out to Steve and shouts out
Yeah,
to Ash as well.
it's true.
Both
It's true.
those guys. Of course, we had our little side quest adventure with uh, F or
F,
Final
yeah.
Days, Final Days, Tales from
Final
the Old
days.
Time.
We've been there through both of them, so
Yeah, yeah, we were there for all of it. Yeah, yeah,
no,
and
it's that's
that was
really cool
awesome.
seeing all the love that got. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It still is getting. I see all the
and
time.
again,
So
one of those just like weird cosmic collisions. Just like the fact that like shortly after that, we moved, and now I live down the street from where Ash used to live. And it's just like uh, it's just crazy. How life works that way. And like Steve has worked with me on pretty much everything lately, and I love working with him. I'm looking forward to working with him more. Uh, yeah, I can't speak more highly of those guys. That was, in and of itself, its own little kind of thing where like you had Camp Nostalgic, but then meeting Ash and Steve and doing that movie, like we met so many people: Taylor Haller, Mercedes. Um, I know Liam Shaver
Liam,
that played
the
not
priest.
only our third amigo in the film, but my favorite priest, dare I say,
Yep.
Paul, Ash, and Randy. But come on. That was great. And that moment, you want to talk about a moment that played great in the theater. That was fantastic.
That whole thing was great. My favorite part to see on that big screen was Tyler getting puked on, personally.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So shout out to Tyler
it's
again.
wild. Yeah,
And it's only gonna get nastier and bloodier and more fucked up as we keep going, I feel
oh,
like.
yeah.
And
Rodney, we met Rodney on Final
yeah,
Days, and
final days, yeah, that's true.
he came and played
He was a
during.
big star of final days.
He was too, and then we put him
Yeah.
in a bunny costume for 420.
He was awesome about it though,
But he
man.
was a
And
trooper
that's
for sure.
I mean, I do the same, man. If someone asked me and I said, all right, and I showed up and they're like, you're gonna put this costume on, I'd be like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna put this costume on.
Let us right. That let's talk about the Easter Bunny for a minute. The Easter Bunny is what's kind of started it all, other than the 25 sleighs. But as far as like the film stuff goes, Easter Sunday was the first. We said we're taking things into our own hands. We're going to make our own Hall Sleigh for Easter, and it just kicked it off, man. And
Yeah.
in that time since, that Easter Bunny has been worn by I think four people. I think over the years, um, and it's like become this rite of passage of sorts. That bunny is taken,
It
and
really has.
it's popped up. I think that's the other thing. The original Easter Sunday has almost become like this exercise in how many times can we use the same footage over and over again.
Sure.
Because I think I'd have to go back and count and see just how many times we've re, reused, not even redone, but reused the same footage of Easter Sunday to tell that
Well,
same
we
story
did.
over
I
and over.
know it's been in the original. It was in summer
Of
camp.
course. Yes.
It was in Get Too Stoned, I believe. There were snippets of it
What was
in
it?
there.
Well, okay, just like the little in the during the montage. Okay.
I believe so, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
would have had to have been.
Easter Sunday 420. We brought it back because there's the segment in the middle where we're fighting. There is another one. Well, no, because it was summer camp. I'm thinking of summer camp where it was like slow motion in black and white and stuff. Because we just
Yeah, so
repurpose it. We just
four,
repurpose the
four or
same
five
video
times, 4 or 5 times easy. So
easily.
we're gonna
But
keep sneaking it in there.
oh yeah, I think till the end of time. Like it'll just be one of those things. That's the other thing. Like going back and rewatching some of our stuff. It's like part of the endearing thing of it for us is like it is just us. Like we're a small but mighty crew, and like watching it, it really does feel like like you're watching videos that a bunch of friends got together and went out and made something. And I love that, and I
Oh yeah,
sincerely never want to lose that quality.
we ain't ever gonna,
Never,
we ain't never gonna lose it.
never, ever. What
They
else we're
said it.
forgetting? The Mondays. I guess
Oh
that
yeah,
was a bit. That was. I guess that was a big part of it. We did fucking how many episodes? Over 100 for sure.
a lot, a whole year straight. I know that we did a whole year straight,
Yeah.
and that was like the big, like we should do this for a year straight. And yeah, it was great, but it's a great learning experience because when people be talking to me about starting podcasts a lot, I'd be telling them like, boy, it's work. It's
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. 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 In a lot of ways, like since we've stopped doing it, I've kind of felt the effect in my life from like not doing the Mondays anymore. Like
Yeah,
at first, it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise. Uh, because we quit doing them, and I was like, you know what? Maybe this is what I need right now. Maybe I need to take this shit off my plate because it's like I didn't ever really think about it like that before. But it
yeah,
was like, oh shit, every week, all week. It's like not to the extent of Saturday Night Live, but you know what I mean. Like we got the week to come up with like, okay, what's our topic? What are we doing? Are we getting a guest? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? And like just constantly figure. But it was good too. Like I feel like I learned a lot doing that.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah,
just like the networking and being able to get out there and connect with other creators and stuff like that.
yeah.
But
No,
yeah, shit, man, it does. It becomes a little exhausting, but
it
at the
does.
same time,
It
like
does.
I miss, like every Monday, like we don't like people would be surprised to find out how much we actually talk. Like,
It's true.
you
Well,
know,
it's just life is real busy because that's what I
yeah,
think about when I think about having to stream every Monday. It's like, bro, woo, between the kids, the works, the just everyday day to day, these dogs that you heard earlier barking. Uh, oh, you can't say that, man.
it's not a coincidence.
But yeah, it's because it's tough, man. It's hard,
Yeah.
and that's like you said, it's a learning thing. It's like I do it every now and then, but I don't think I could keep a steady schedule like we did
Well,
that one time.
and because we ended on doing the full year straight, but our lives also took like super unexpected turns too, like
Sure.
in a lot of ways after that point too. So it kind of worked out that we weren't doing the Mondays. It really was
Yeah,
a blessing, it really
yeah,
was. We were kind of just naturally freed of it. That's not to say we don't miss it because I certainly do. There are definitely those times where I'm like, man, I used to because it was our way of resetting too. Like every
yeah,
just kind
yeah.
of like if we had shit to talk about, and it did keep us, more connected. Like it always gave us a reason to talk. We were always texting through the week because of the show. But whenever we're not really like working on something like that, yeah, we don't. Yeah, people might be
I
shocked.
mean, yeah, it's like every now, like yeah, 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 yeah. It's just I'm just terrible. Like I'm telling you, bro. At my age now, I don't know what it is. I guess older people used to say it when I was younger, but I'm just terrible at like seeing like a text message from somebody and being like, all right, I'm kind of doing something. I'll hit them back here in a little bit. And like
Yeah,
4 days later, being like, oh shit, dude, I swear that was yesterday. Like that was 4 days ago. It's just like you got to think my job's been a little crazy hectic.
yeah, yeah. With
Running
the
running the
holidays and
place
stuff.
too. Well, now right now especially, yeah, I'm working like 6 7 days every week, so it's like it's woof. But
Yeah.
You never
There's
know
an
what could
era,
pop
man.
up, man. You never know what could pop up in the future. You never know what kind of ideas could come up that would uh that would allow for some sort of Monday mental health sort of
Right.
things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I
But
think
I
I
mean,
do. I think about
it
it a
did
lot.
open the door for Phil and Chase watch everything eventually.
That is true. That is very
So
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got you and Philly doing your thing, which is dope. I peep those episodes when I catch them
Oh,
time to time and be
thank
like, oh yeah,
thank you. We
I
were we
do.
were wondering who that other number was.
No, I think it's pretty dope, man.
Well,
You
thanks, man.
know, because you guys are up. Like I know you like doing the podcast and stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
like I said, I'd love
Well,
to.
and I just recently said this about Phil and I's podcast is like I compared it to the Monday podcast because like yeah, Mondays for the mind was a way for us to like, do mental health talk and all that shit. But it was an excuse for you and I to at least hang out once a week. You know what I mean? Like in a way, like we were always guaranteed that time together. So like having this podcast with Phil feels a lot like it was one of those things where like he and I we love movies. We always get together. What are we talking about? We're talking about movies. We're talking about
Right.
movies we watch. So finally, at a certain point, I'm just like, yo, let's do this podcast because it gives us a reason to get together and do this thing that we love all the time.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying.
That's
I
just
feel like I've been kind of like on a little journey myself, like personally with like creativity through these last 5 years as well. Uh, oh, look, we even have an admin now. That's crazy. That's how far we've come in 5 years. Look at that.
right. We used to have to like pause the whole show to do that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
hold up.
right.
I'm
Hold
on my
on, hold on.
phone. Hold up.
Some beer. We fucking. Um, but yeah, just like and you know this, better than most about how like we'll be going real good, and then I'll get like real fucking like I don't know what we said every like 3 months maybe. I'm just like fuck, man. I don't know, man. Like the heat is on, the fucking pressure's on, and I just get real caught up in shit. And I do feel like I've gotten, I'm glad I hit that point because I feel like I always
Yeah.
learned something at that point, like
Yeah.
where it's like it's not that big a deal, and kind of, and so now I feel like I'm at this point, partially with my art desk. I'm just trying to like figure out like a way to do things for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like with making all this stuff, even if we were making it for our enjoyment, there was always still the talks of like, oh, well, maybe we do this and we can get these kinds of views, or if we do this, we can do that. Like we're always talking with like an end goal in mind. And like now I'm at a point that's like, you know what? I'm going back, I'm watching this stuff, like I got a kid now, like we're doing our family thing, like, and it's just like, I love what we do. I could
Yeah.
do this every day of my life and never get paid and work with all of you guys and just make silly, goofy shit. And even if we're the only ones watching it, like, I don't care, man. I'm having the time of my life. Like I feel so blessed to do it. And the more we do it for no reason, the more we make, and
Yep.
the better we get. And for nobody else other than ourselves, and that's kind
I
of the
agree.
vibe I'm on now.
I agree big time, man. I think I see that with the new thing we're working on now. Is just being something me and you both like got together and started talking on, and something we're like, dude, this would be so fun to make something like this and go crazy and just have things that kind of make no sense and whatnot. And
Yeah.
to me, watching that Chair Company television show, uh,
Yeah.
help that. It's like, see,
Yeah.
you can kind of do some things that make no sense, but like as long as we're all serious within doing it, it's gonna look awesome.
And that's what's cool. Like you see somebody else do it, and that kind of gives you permission to do it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's
man,
cool.
it's like a confirmation. You're onto something, and then you see it, and you're like, see, yep.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Have you boys seen Pluribus? No, I'm
No,
not.
I
Uh,
don't know what a pluribus is.
I don't have
Sounds
an
like a
Apple TV subscription.
it sounds like a Rick and Morty thing.
I was consider was a Plumbus.
A pluribus? No, I haven't. It's too bad my background's not lit up more. You would see the mask back there that's going to be used for the next
Oh, yeah,
thing.
a little Easter egg hiding out
I've
back
got it
there.
covering my crystal ball, so which
Nice, nice.
You know, you know.
Yeah, Mondays, man, Mondays. It was an era for sure. And it's funny because Mondays itself changed like a billion times.
Yeah.
Um, but it was always the same thing at its core. But it was cool, all the people we met, like all the people. Like if you go back now and see some of the guests, like we really did meet strangers. We met total strangers doing that show. That's kind of rad.
Oh yeah. Oh, we did. Sometimes it was rad. Sometimes it was kind of like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah, sometimes they
who did
skipped
we
off
let
the
on
rails.
here?
Yeah. Whoa, what are we doing? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, the
but
worst
yeah,
part is the Apple TV, but it's probably the best television we've seen in a long time. Yeah, the Penguin was good. The Penguin, no, that was television.
now that's television. Yeah,
Now that's fucking television, bud. Not the
yeah.
Bears today. The Bears today was not television, ladies and gentlemen.
I
What a
uh,
what a disgrace.
I almost forget about some of our earlier days. Some of
Yeah.
our earlier shit that we tried doing, like
What the fuck?
very
What the fuck
what
Wednesdays
the fuck Wednesdays,
or
Fantastic
Friday Night Live
Fridays.
on Fantastic Fridays.
Yeah,
That
yeah. Because
one,
then we
yeah.
did Super Saturdays because
Super
we had this
Saturday.
crazy idea to do what 5 or 6 days a week,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shows. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Pretty
What, were
much.
we, what the fuck? Good thing we didn't do that because, like, I think we maybe attempted the 5 days for like a week, maybe, and
Yeah,
we said, "What the fuck?"
yeah.
And that was when our life wasn't, so busy, and
Exactly.
we immediately dropped to 3, and then that kind of like became our thing for a little while. Um, our Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Mondays for the mind,
Mm.
Wednesdays for the weird, Fridays for the fans.
And then we just dropped to Monday.
Yep. And then
Just
Monday was
dropped it down to
the
Monday.
sole survivor. We did do annual Super Saturdays there for a while. They held
Yeah.
out, a little longer.
Yeah, that's true. Like I feel like at the begin wasn't it like the beginning of the years we would do a Super Saturday and talk
Yes.
about
Yeah.
like the hypeness of all these movies
Yeah.
coming up the year. Yeah. That was fun. Maybe
It was
we'll do
fun.
that.
Those
Maybe
early
we'll do
days,
that.
man, they were experimental. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We were just doing all sorts of crazy shit.
You throw it all at the wall, see what sticks, man.
We did. It was a lot of fun. I always, whenever I'm talking to other people, I always refer to Chase and Shep as our playground. Like this is where we learn. This is where we learn everything. Like you can go pay to go to film school, or you can come play at Chase and Shep. Like we're gonna run around and just kind of figure it out as we go. And then you learn all this shit. And then like when we go off to do things like a fair and flipping Susie, like we've learned all this shit. Fucking around, and and then we learn more over there, bring it back. It's just this constant learning and growing. It's
It
been
is.
so much fun, dude.
It is, man. It has. And I'm excited to see where it goes next. Personally.
Mondays, Belle and I met because of our Monday show, and now here it is. We've been together almost 4 years, have a kid. Like it's crazy.
One day he
Go to
can go
bed.
back
Go to
and
bed, Charlie.
one day he can go back and watch it and see exactly how it went down.
Shit, man, go back and watch it. He's, I think, our number one fan, and
Well, I
he's
mean,
two.
yeah. I just mean when he has more of a concept of all that stuff.
Bro, if his love for this grows over time, I you know he'll be insatiable. He's gonna take our franchise and run with it long after
I'm
we're
for
dead.
it, dude.
Keep it
I'm
alive.
for
Make
it.
it like Star Wars. Just
I'd like to see it become a legacy and the
absolutely.
reins get passed at some point and be like, okay, I'm done. You can call me up for like that quick cameo and something. That's it.
He really loves it, dude. It's a trip. Like he really locks into it. I'm like, why? This is inappropriate, bro. You don't need to be watching this.
I know. I know
You know.
you told me that and you said maybe maybe he's saying something. Maybe we need to make something that's a little bit more for the kids, for the kid friendly
Watch.
people.
Why we're gonna do that, and then he's not gonna be interested. He's not gonna want to watch it.
It's true. He's gonna be like, that's stupid.
He'll go, "What the fuck is this?" Like, where'd you learn that?
Nah.
Chase and Chef. I was just telling Belle this. I think it's funny. Uh, uh, sorry, I had a brain glitch there. Uh, I was telling her that one of our main complaints we get from older audience members is how much we curse in our projects and stuff. Um, and then like our project coming up has just right there in the title. It's just like, all right, come to play or don't.
Yes.
It's
Although
like this is
I would love to see a Chase and Shep show up at some point from like a universe where like it's still like
clean.
it's like the Fantastic Four where it's modern day but it's still like the 50s and like maybe we maybe we don't maybe we say like lit
Oh
things
golly.
and stuff like that.
Oh
Yeah,
golly. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
that would be funny for
It's
the
it's,
grandma, for the
it's gonna be
grandpas.
fun.
Are you about to drop the title of the new thing? Is that what you were about
See,
to do?
that's
Because
where I
you
had the
kind
brain
of
glitch because, like, I was starting to, and I'm like, maybe I do, maybe we've waited long enough. But then I saw there's two people watching, and I'm like, maybe we'll see if everybody comes back here in a minute, and then we can tell people. And
they
now it's
actually
one.
they actually dipped out. They
And
did
now it's
opposite of
one.
that.
It's like, damn it, I was holding in just to hear what it was. Well, ain't that a bitch. Well,
Well, you
what
win some,
else,
you
man?
lose
What
some.
else?
That's the lesson to take.
Um, speaking of unexpected fans of ours, another guy who deserves a shout out is Ron Chevry.
Yeah,
Uh, Again, like
Ronnie,
every day of my
big
life,
props.
I think to myself, Ron Chevry is a Chase and Shep fan,
Yeah,
and that just blows my mind. Like,
it does.
I look at his credentials, even when he first, because like when he first like came into our lives, like the Oscars had just happened, and that short he worked on it just won an Oscar and all this shit, and he's just like, you guys fucking rock, and we're like, what, bro?
Yeah.
You work on Space Jam, bro? Like, he's the nicest fucking guy.
And I
I
like
love
what
him, man. And
does.
Jan's great too.
Yep, yep. The hoop. I got the poster. You can't see it, but it's still
Back there in
hanging up
that
over
dark corner,
here.
there's so much cool shit back there. If only
There's
you could
so
see
much
it.
cool shit back there.
You
You
just got to take his
yes,
word for it.
you do, man. Maybe I can shine
Ron
my
is the
light.
coolest and nicest dude. He really is, man. He really is. He's
Yep.
done a lot for us, like
Where's it
and
at? It's right
there's so
there.
much.
It's right by the Friday 13th poster. You can't really see it. I think my phone's blocking it.
Just trust him. But yeah, the Who
Trust me.
incident. We got to be a part of the sequel, Alien BTS.
Alien.
That
The Witch House.
was a lot of fun. He
Witch
made The
House.
Witch House, which is currently streaming on Found TV.
Baller.
Um, Takes place in the Chase and Shep universe, which is, I believe,
Baller.
the only time that's ever happened. Part of a
Yeah.
canceled Chase and Shep project that we were going to do. And who knows? Maybe we'll double back on that one of these days.
Yeah. It's so cool to see that, like, like that universe expanded upon in a different
Right.
fashion.
I
I
want
like
to know
that.
what George Lucas feels like when other people do Star Wars. It's
Yeah.
like, here you go, guys. Like you go and do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can say about this. Maybe I'll get a wrist slapping at the meeting on Wednesday. But Gela and I have been working on a show together for Camp Nostalgic, and I play myself in that, and she and I kind of host or whatever. But it's
Host or whatever.
one of the one of the I don't know what I can say. I don't need Dave fucking sniping me. Um, but she's been writing the scripts, and they've been super baller. And they where was it? Oh, it's been neat because usually like I write our shit, but like to have somebody else write me has been interesting to be on
Yeah.
the other end of that because I'm doing that for everybody else all the time, and I to be on the other end of that has been kind of interesting.
It is.
She's nailing it though. She's nailing it. I like to think how I feel, how she's doing. I hope you feel whenever I do it for you. I'm just like it feels right as like me as a character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 I mean, I just whatever you write, I say, player. I'm
You're
I'm
like, all right, bud.
I'm
You're
here
like, you
for a
want me to
good
say
time.
this? All right,
I
bud.
I'll say it. So yeah, no, that's dope though. That's really dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a cool project.
I'm
And like we said, who knows? Maybe one of these days. We don't know what the future holds for Chase and Shep. It's kind of just become that way. We're just kind of like sometimes we're like, yeah, maybe we won't do anything. Sometimes we're like, hey, let's go do this little thing. And sometimes we're like, yo, let's go do this big thing. I just kind of feel like that's how we operate.
Yeah,
It's whatever
yeah,
sounds fun, at the
yeah.
time.
No, I mean, honestly, it is. I love it.
Did Ron just tune in right after? Did he just miss our outpouring of love? For, I feel like
Yeah,
that keeps happening. I feel like every time we're
love
like,
you,
we
Ronnie.
love these people, and then they tune in right after. That's so
Welcome around. Love you, buddy.
fun. Yeah, dude, it's just been cool. It's just
It's
been a
been
cool
great,
ride.
man. It's been a good ride, and we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. The wheels ain't falling off yet, quite yet.
Trying to think of other people, Randy over there in the comment section, Corey, you know,
Corey,
our repeat offenders that keep coming back.
Phil,
Playing. Phil, of course, bro. Of course.
Philly,
Of
big one, big
course.
piece of it.
Yeah, Philly, a lot of, I mean, hell, a lot of what Chase and Shep has become springboarded off of the Phil and Chase podcast when we did the Christmas episode.
Shout out to Jack from Easter Sunday. Jake, Jack,
Love you, Ron.
love you,
And
Ronnie, buddy.
thank you for everything you've done for us this year. I mean, it's just definitely one of my favorite things in anything that we've done is Ron's part as the storyteller in Easter
Yeah,
Sunday 420. It's one
yeah,
of
that was great.
especially the ending. The ending gets me every time. I love it so
Yeah,
much. But
yeah. No, he did great, and he knocked it out of the park. I loved it.
yeah, man,
I remember when you showed me, and I was like, I have no notes. It's
no
perfect.
notes, no notes.
No, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. It's wild to get to the point where like you forget what you've done. So sometimes like going back on our YouTube and kind of scrolling back, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that's right, we went to that haunted house.
Yeah,
Like oh yeah, we did go out on the streets here and there, and like we did this, we did that. Like it's
the
just
one
wild.
we went to, the library downtown there.
Yep,
We went to
bookstore.
Exile on Main.
We did, and we also went to the comic book shop.
Yeah,
Yes,
dope. It was rad.
yeah, yeah.
Fun times around the CU.
Yeah, we get to meet a lot of people. The music. We've done a lot of the stuff
On
with the
music.
music.
Johnny Cash
Obviously
Live.
Johnny Cash, our house musician. Uh,
Yep.
I do the Chase Continues stuff for the fun of it, and a lot of it has kind of. It's honestly one of those things that I suppose I kind of took for granted until recently, where I was talking to somebody at one of these festivals or something, and they were talking about having to like, do get people do music and do this and do that and the other, and I'm like, we do all that, and it's just like I
Yeah.
don't really think about it. We just kind of have all this music just kind of laying around that we're like, fuck it, yeah, throw that in.
Lots more where that came from too.
Or we say,
Music.
fuck it, let's just use whatever we want.
That is always an option.
Yeah.
We ain't getting paid. So that is
Which
always an option.
I will say again for another little taster for everybody. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just pop
Yeah.
it open. A little bottle of
Yeah.
champagne, pop the cork off. Our next series, officially titled Chase and Shep Fuck Shit Up, coming in October.
Yeah.
With any luck, you never know. We learned our lesson of summer camp. That's why we're planning in advance. We're not trying to shoot all in like
We'll
what, a
try
month
our
or two.
best.
Yes, so we'll
We'll
see
try
how
our
much of
very
this on the page comes to the screen, but like that kind of feels like the challenge of this. You know what I mean? Like to kind of like do what we did for summer camp, but better. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
actually stick the landing on where like what the script is, because I think we can do it. Like we're at a point where like we've done so many things since then, and that was a whirlwind, bro. And we didn't have a crew, and now like we got a team. We got all these people.
Yep.
We got all these new faces. More new people to meet in the future.
It should
And
be a fun. It should be a pretty fun
oh man,
one.
it's gonna be such a good time. I'm so excited.
Very hyped. Very hyped for it.
So excited. Chase and Shep. Fuck shit up.
Just
Fuck
like
shit up.
always. Ain't much
And
changed over in our camp. So
I am going back to the summer camp days, and I told you haven't heard it yet, but I've been compiling the playlist for this one, the soundtrack,
yeah,
if you will.
I
And,
haven't got to hear it yet, but yeah, you
yeah,
did tell me you was getting it together.
I'm feeling, I feel like it's one of those soundtracks that like even to like share the playlist with people, they could listen to it and be like, oh shit, we're gonna get into some stuff, aren't we? Like yes we are.
Yes, sir,
So
we are.
it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a
Oh,
good
hell
time.
yeah.
You know, keep the
Oh,
eyes
hell
out
yeah.
for updates on that. Let's see. Let's see what else. What else? We talked the music. We talked the Mondays. You know, we had a lot of musicians. We didn't talk about Humbly G. You know, the Leftovers performances, Zen, the rapper, Miss Jones, If You Nasty. Um,
Rhoda.
who else? Rhoda. We had Alex Duquette. Uh,
Tyler Jacob Moore.
Tyler Jacob Moore has come on Mondays. Christine Mariello, who's not
Yeah.
Mariello anymore. She's got married since the last time we saw
Dope. Dope.
her. Uh, Man, so many
John.
so many people. John, how are we not going to shout out John? You know, big supporter since long before day one. Drunk Santa for PCP. That's great.
Yeah.
Of course, John. All of our new people this year, Robin, Cam, and to talk on that for a minute, the whole Robin thing, like again, just one of those things. It's just like a cosmic kind of full circle moment of like, Rob was this dude I met by chance, fresh out of high school. I moved out of the house a week after high school, and Phil was always hanging around with me, but then my roommate at the time was like, "Hey, this is my buddy Rob. He's gonna come. He's gonna come live with us." And I'm like, "I don't know this fucking dude." And we ended up becoming like great friends. And it's been so long since I'd seen him last, and then we just happened to run into him. It was like nothing ever changed, and we got to talking. And because we always talked about the movie stuff back in the day. And so to have him come and be the dealer in Easter Sunday 420 was so great. And I feel like he just clicked, man. He just clicked right into place, and it just felt so right. And I feel like that's a big thing we've learned over these 5 years is like we meet people that we work with, and we're like, you belong here. You are part of this thing. Like you know how to kind of work on our wavelength.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get people who kind of they want to do things a little differently. It doesn't vibe with us quite as well. And that happens. You're going to get that with collaboration sometimes, but
I vibe with that.
it's fun. I'm hype on it. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's been a great 5 years, bro.
Yeah,
Been a
dude.
great 5 years.
5 years. Still can't get over it. Still can't get over it.
And we're just getting started.
Oh yeah, like you wouldn't believe.
Just getting started already.
Just getting started. Well, is there anything else? Are we missing anything? Big major milestones in our lives.
Nothing that I can think.
Talked about the festival. We talked about the Witch House streaming. Final Days. Catch us on wherever Final Days is streaming to be
I'm probably
found.
all
I
over
believe
the place.
I think everything is on Found TV. You can find us on Found TV quite a few times if you look for us.
Sure.
Final Days, Tales from the End Time, Alien BTS, the sequel to the Who incident, and the Witch House, all on Found TV.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a big one for us.
And more. And more soon.
So much more. Yeah, I'm running dry here on ideas. I figured 5 years is a long time.
Yeah,
I know we were
it
going to
is.
do kind of a big. We were going to do a big shebang today, and it's just like as the time came near, it's like, God, that's crazy.
Too much. It's too much.
that felt like the early days of being like, hey, we're gonna do 5 to 6 shows a week.
Yeah. No, I feel you. It's a lot, man. Like it's that even just breezing quickly over everything. It takes about an hour. So, like, I would hate to look at all the footage and try to compile anything for anything together. So, don't blame you.
Yeah, yeah,
I much more enjoy this. This is a better 5 year. Getting to tell everybody things. Thank you. Thanks
yeah.
for watching.
Just thanks
Thanks
all
for
around.
supporting.
Absolutely.
Hit up the Earth 217 website. Get you a t-shirt. Get you a hat. Get you a fucking towel. I bet you can get all that up on there. I bet you can get some Crocs maybe if you want. I don't know. Hey, thanks, Ron.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, another cool thing about Exorcism, I was just telling somebody the other day, is it's the only thing that we've made with a letterboxd review. There's I didn't even know it was on that letterboxed, and I got on there and I saw it and I click on it. There's one review. I go, no shit. I click on it and it was a positive review from somebody who caught it at the theater in Chicago.
Oh,
And
that's what's up.
they said we all look like we were having a great time, and he thought it was really funny. And I was just like, nice. We've got a letterbox review. Who would have thunk it? In 3 or 4 years' time. That's wild.
5
So many
years, man. Worth it.
accomplishments, dude. Such a great 5 years, and I can't wait
It
to
is.
see what the next 5 years holds. And
A lot of goodies, a lot of surprises coming at you. So
of course, of course,
hold on to your butts. It's about to
yeah,
get real.
yeah. Like he said, go buy stuff at the website. That would help us out a lot. And yeah, if we forgot anybody, sorry. It's been fun
All
doing this
love.
again. It's been like two
Yes.
years since we've done a stream almost. So
Yes,
yeah,
it has been like, yeah, definitely a year and a half, almost 2 years. So who
yeah.
knows? Who knows what the future will bring, ladies and gentlemen. So stay
Stay
tuned,
tuned.
stick around.
Haven't lost it.
What we used to say, smooches and deuces.
Peace.
Good night.